Hello, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Heavy Week here on the V1 channel. We're back in the 747-8F. I do have the 8F hump on there today. Yesterday, sounds like the rain's picking back up. I love this sim. I had the regular hump, the passenger hump yesterday, but I figured out how to make the effects work with this model as well. So the effect mod that I'm using, if you just re-download like the XML or whatever and you post it into whatever livery you want, it will then indeed work with any livery / cargo mod out there. So we've got that going for us today. We're in the lovely Atlas Air Apex Logistics 7.4. Look at this beauty, an absolute beauty. I still think the passenger hump looks much better. This kind of looks like a seagull or a pelican or something, but it's still the queen and it still looks absolutely beautiful. Good to see everybody here. Fueling Reindeer, you like that Delta Tango? It should be a good one. Jeremy, good to see you, man. Yes, you know what? I was thinking about that, Jeremy. If you could make a Carol of the Bells rendition, that would be absolutely awesome. Who wants to hear Jeremy's rendition of Carol of the Bells? I think you should do that. I think you should. It's my favorite Christmas song, theme song, or one of my favorites. Probably my favorite. If not my absolute favorite, one of. So, hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you enjoy this stream. We're going to be taking off. Look at that snow just starting up here. Hold on, give me 1 second. Almost trying to fix my coffee lid. Okay. Snow starting up. I mean, I've been sitting here on this ramp. It was snowing heavily, then it stopped. The sun came out, then it started raining, and now it's snowing again. So we did find some snow. We're going to see if we can de-ice this airplane. I think that'll be interesting. I'm not sure GSX will even be able to push us onto the little taxiway, but it's going to be an adventure. It's going to be fun. We're going to do this together. We're going into Syracuse, New York today. It's calling for snow at the time of the arrival. If it's not snowing, then maybe we'll divert. We'll figure out where we can go that has even more snow. But I am just trying to find the nasty weather right now and fly to those locations to gain confidence in this airplane, because we're going to be doing our long haul here pretty soon. I'm thinking there's a possibility it'll be this weekend, Saturday night, going into Sunday for our our Australia tour send-off. But that's not set in stone yet. All right, Vega 13, thank you for the support, my friend. Here's to the back-to-back 747 streams. Vega 13, appreciate you. Thanks for the support, man. I love it, man. Absolutely love this airplane. Also, I just taught some updates. So, real quick, let's hop into the cockpit here. You guys know I'm using the lovely texture pack from More Right Rudder Mike on the Flight Sim TO. Or actually, I'm sorry, on Sim Market. You can pick it up. I have the Nightbot command if you want to check it out. It's ! Textures, and that'll bring you the link. Now, there is a clean version, which we're going to try out next. This is the dirty version. He has a clean variant as well, which I will try next. And he's also been so gracious to get ready to do some giveaways of his texture pack. So we'll be doing some giveaways probably on either the next one, maybe even our long haul. We'll do some texture pack giveaways. But again, More Right Rudder Mike, he's the guy that did this texture mod, ! Textures, I'll bring it up. I absolutely love it. Brings life to the cockpit, makes this airplane feel like it's been used and flown around. Absolutely fantastic. So, I think it's time to get this thing fired up here. Live stream's going to be amazing while I study for my CFII. Ooh, Drew Kripe, that's awesome, man. Congratulations, and you're going to crush it, man. Go in there confident and knock it out of the park. Zippy Zapple in here. What's up? Good to see you, man. This time I'm with you. Need to learn my FO duties. Zippy Zapple, what's up, man? Welcome. All right, let's get this airplane fired up. It's cold. It's rainy. We'll get the battery on, and we'll go right into our external power. We'll put standby on auto. We'll get the ADIRS naving. Now, I don't know if this is simulated, but generally, the colder and further north you are, the longer your ADIRS will take to align. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure everything is nice and bright here for now. We'll get the dome light on here. Aisle stand, panel flood. We'll turn that up a little bit. Nav light can come on. Logo light can come on. Everything else looks good here in this position. For right now, we'll get the emergency exit lights, we'll arm those, and pretty much nothing else we could do on this panel here as we don't have any packs. Now, we might end up having to fire up the APU straight away just so we can warm up the airplane, but I think it's time to go ahead and get her loaded. So let's come down here. We'll do our pause init to take the GPS position. We're going to go into the FMC data. Oh no, I'm sorry. We're going to go into the menu page. No, we're not. We're going to go to the FMC page. No, we're not. We're going to go back here. Route request is what we're going to do. AJ Funari, thank you for the $3 super chat, my friend. V1 Carol of the Bells, Miss V1 all about the Nutcracker. AJ, appreciate the $3 super chat, my friend. Cheers to you. I'll put that towards my peppermint latte I'll be picking up here tomorrow when I go down to... Actually, no, where do I go tomorrow? Never mind, I go to New Orleans tomorrow. I do New Orleans flight, so. But here's the Frou Frou coffee, AJ. Appreciate the $3 super chat, my friend. How's the Halifax scenery, Benji? I actually didn't pick it up because Team Vodka was saying he was having performance issues with it, so I didn't want to... I mean, it's snowing in low vis, and we're right here near runway 5, so I was like, I'll skip the purchase if we're going to have low frame issues. But I might end up picking it up later. We'll see. All right, let's go ahead and load the route. We're going to uplink that. Looks like it's stopped. You see what I mean? This dynamic weather. So like now it's stopping and it's starting again. So we definitely have some icing conditions going on here. We'll execute that. We do need to figure out the wind conditions. So let's go ahead and see what the winds are doing right here. Just the sounds of the sim and the stream are making me want warmer clothes and something hot to drink. Delta Tango, exactly, my friend. That's why I've got my peppermint mocha with me right now. All right, Halifax, this is what we're dealing with. 330 at 12, gust 18, 1 mile.
Merry
Light
Christmas,
snow.
my man.
Uh-oh.
Thank you for the lovely text yesterday. Perfect to wake up to. Sarcasm. Oh, if I get walked out of work soon, can I just come move in with you? Lamau, hire me as your personal stream prep and I'll have a good flight on break.
Hey, wrong side sim with the $20 bank angle check. Wrong side sim, my man. Good to see you, dude. Appreciate the support. I'm glad you liked my little text I sent you the other day. I thought you would enjoy that. Right up your alley, if you know what I'm talking about. Man, I hope you're well, dude. Yeah, you can come in. You can move in with me, man. We got plenty of space. Put you right down the basement. You'll be right at home, my friend. Appreciate the support, guys. If you haven't already, check out Mr. Wrong Side Sim. I saw you flying the HPG 145 yesterday, right? Helicopter, doing some Sedona Air tours. That's pretty cool. Or not Sedona, excuse me. Some Grand Canyon tours in the helicopter. So that's some pretty neat stuff. Wrong Side, what do you think of that ATR, man? I rage every time I get in the ATR. How do you like that ATR 72 from Adobo? Let me know. Appreciate the support, man. HM Devil Dog, welcome back to Commercial Pilot, my friend. Glad to have you on board. Glad to have you on board, my friend. Welcome. All right. Looks like our route is in the box. We're going to blast off runway 5. This is just basically a vector SID, so we'll execute that. That's off runway 5. As far as the legs go, we have a very simple flight plan to Syracuse. Now, Syracuse weather, I'm going to use the texting service that I told y'all about, so I can see what the latest weather is, real world, here at Syracuse Airport. So if I pull up the METAR for KSYR, it says half a mile light snow. Perfect. Winds 240 at 3 in Syracuse. So let's go back to our departure arrival index. We're going to select Syracuse. We're going to do ILS 28 in that case, right? Yeah, we'll definitely be doing the ILS 28. We'll load it off STOTA, the full approach, and then we can modify it from there. So that is in the box. We'll probably hand fly it. I don't think we know this airplane can do an auto land just fine, so we're going to get some practice with the actual landing. So that is in the box, ready to go there. Perf initialization. Before we do that, we need to go to the menu, settings, weight and balance. I got to go from OFP. We're going to see what it does to our CG. It might mess it up.
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
Let's go ahead and load it up.
Do you want a board crew?
Nope, we're already on board. So what we need to do is adjust the CG. So if I go, I think I'm going to try this from here for this time now. So we need to move our CG position. I don't know if this will actually work though. Will it update in here? I don't think it does. That's the problem. So I want it to actually show in here. Oh, there we go. Perfect. 11, it did update. Good. So we're back in balance. We're right at the aft limit again. That's fine. We'll have to probably adjust our trim to kind of be at that forward range in the green band anyway. This, I did notice, was changed in the sim update 14. They had some wiggle room for CG. Now, I don't have the new sim update 14 installed yet just because it came out right before the stream went live, and I'm going to let all you guys go be the beta testers for me. Let me know how it is. There's nothing really that's going to be impactful for this flight in Sim Update 14. What I saw in the changelog, just kind of a bunch of fluff that really doesn't apply to this particular flight. The only thing I really had any semi-interest in was the IndyBuilds 320 Neo, which is not even in there, so there's no rush for me to be installing Sim Update 14. So we're good to go here. That looks good. No packs. 172.8. We got a heavy girl today. So now we go back to the index and let's go ahead and work through our perf. Actually, are we loading? Yeah, we're loading. So before we do finish the perf, I like to let that finish up. We're going to fire up the APU. So let's go ahead and get our fuel tank pumps on. We don't need those cross feed valves open. That looks good. And let's go ahead and check out our effects. We'll start the APU. Any smoke this morning? There she is. Love it. Little light off of the APU. Snow coverage was updated, Randy. I did see that, but I was trying to downplay it, Randy, so thanks for spoiling the beans. AFO, this is the default 7.4-8. But it's the working time. I mean, it's after the updates. I mean, it's really good. I really enjoy flying this airplane. I enjoy flying this one more than the Kuro 787. Cal Ferris, yes, short hump installed today. So another thing that I didn't want to do is the effects mod. I didn't know if it would work with the short hump variant, but it does. You just have to copy and paste the XML file down into that new livery because it's just a livery thing. So. All right, APU is fired up and online. Let's go ahead and put these into the auto position. That looks good. Window heats, we'll go ahead and we'll actually just go ahead and turn them on so we don't get them iced up. With the APU on, let's get the bleeds on. Now, can I run packs 1 and 2 on the APU? I don't think you're supposed to do all 3. We'll do 1 and 2 on the APU bleed on. And I can't change the temp, can I? Flight deck. Let's go ahead and warm this puppy up here. We need to go towards the warm. That's what we need to do. All right, so that's good. We're loading. We're also still aligning. We'll do a magic barrel ref key. Top altitude is 10,000. That's fine for now. And we're going to wait for that IRS align mode. It says, oh yeah, left, center, and right. So we're still aligning all 3 aircraft. Geez. All 3 IRSs. All right, before start, that's where we're left at here. Let's come down here. Let's configure our radios. We'll put in the Unicom 122.80. We'll put that in the active. And for our transponder, we'll go ahead and squawk 2000 since we don't have any active ATC up here in Halifax today. And we'll put that on transponder mode for now. We'll put it also in the above position. All right, we're going to finish our perf init after the loading is completed. So until then, we can monitor from the upper deck. Or, I don't know, I think we can just monitor from here. This looks pretty good. Speaking of textures, how do you find everything in the real airplane if the labels on switches get worn off? Jeremy, honestly, that really hasn't been an issue because you know what every switch does just by its position. If it gets that bad, maintenance probably will fix it. But yeah, I've never run across that issue. I mean, you ask the Navy guys, they have to know exactly every switch. Where's WingNut? You got to know where every switch is and what it does, blindfolded or in the dark, and how to find it with your hands. Now, we don't do that on the commercial side, but you spend enough time on an airplane, you know exactly what every switch does and where it is, with or without the labels. Zippy Zapple. So it's on the manual. If you go to the manual for the South Oak effects thing, there's like a link that says download XML and just put it in the livery that you want it. Now, what's interesting and what I also really like about the South Oak effects is it is purely is it, I guess with physics, I don't know if physics is the word, not physics based, but it is meteorological based. So you don't just get effects just because on every flight. The conditions have to be correct for the effects to take place. So for instance, I tried doing a takeoff and I didn't see any effects. I'm like, well, my effects aren't working. But then I went and manually changed the weather to like just straight up rain and more humidity, and then I saw the effects. So they are there, but the weather conditions, as in real life, they have to be correct for you to actually see any visible vapors or condensations or those little, what are those little funnels into the engine there when you spool them up. Where it gets a little bit funky is like snow-covered runways and stuff. Like, I wish it would have that effect for like water, but it doesn't. I don't know if it can or not. Maybe that's something that's updated in this Sim Update 14. But Sam F, good to see you, man. Dude, we're gonna hang out this week, huh? 2 Boeings, 2 days in a row. Yeah, man, I'm loving this airplane. This is my favorite airplane, man. Best airplane in Flight Sim right here. Cargo door's closing up. Horizon Sim is coming out with the actual freighter variant of this and not just delivery, with opening nose and all. That is pretty cool. So many people downloading files are getting stuck and pausing. Yeah, that's why I didn't, I'm not super, you know, gonna be need to be the first one to download Sim Update 14. I'll just wait till all the mayhem settles down. Perfect timing, Santa. My boxes are getting way too holy even for church. Bradley, what's up, man? Good to see you. Alright, they're pulling everything away. Are we aligned? We are aligned. Alright, so with that, let's kind of run through some additional checks. Everything else looks good here. We will get our beacon on both. We will get our packs off. And we will go APU generator on 1 and on 2. So now we're on APU gen. That looks good. Let me turn up some more lights here on the pedestal. I'm kind of sitting on the where's this guy's ND, outboard, map, panel light. Turn up this panel light just a little bit there. How do I turn up over here? Where's this panel light? Isn't there a panel light there? Ah, on the overhead. Why? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it? Nope, that's not it. Oh well. All right. Let's run through the rest of our setup here. So, let's do our zero fuel. We'll do that. Reserves. We're taking 10,000. Zero fuel weight 642.2, gross weight 709. That matches. That looks good. Cost index, we're going 88 again, right there, 360. Thrust limit, we're doing straight up TO1, no thrust reduction or derate. We'll do a flaps 10 out of here. Our CG is 11, trim position 9er. So let's go ahead and run that down to position 9. Oop, went past it. Trim is set to position 9. 38, 49, 68. So we'll do gross weight, takeoff gross weight 709. I wonder if we're supposed to change that or input that. Takeoff gross weight 709. Ah, I did 708. We're not going to burn that much. Let's do 709.5. We'll redo our speeds. 168, we'll do it plus 10, so we'll call it 1V2 plus 10. We'll do a 178 in here. .178, flight director's on, and we arm everything else after start. Are there knobs underneath? Upper, lower. Upper 2. Yeah, there are. There's still nothing though for like right there. Like for this flood. I don't know. Alright, let's go through the rest of our checklist. Passenger signs there don't really apply. We'll put them in auto for right now. Passenger signs, MCP, takeoff speed, CDU pre-flight is completed. I'll put this on the legs page. Taxi takeoff brief. That leaves us before taxi. Alright, let's go ahead and get out of here.
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
Yes, we're going to need
De-icing
GSX.
vehicles are coming
We're
now.
going to de-ice here at the gate. We've got our, it's going to be a short taxi out to runway 5. We've got our airport data on there. Everything's looking good. Alright, we got to get sprayed here. Our packs are off. So, bleeds and packs are off. I would imagine that's pretty much how you configure for de-icing. Everything else is closed. I don't have a 747 manual with me, but I'm pretty sure that's how they'd run it. I can't wait for the PMDD 777. I just want to fly that. Yeah, that'll be fun. Maybe in 3 years. I love how the rampers are in GSX with short sleeves. I've seen better cockpits than 20-year-old 7.4 sitting at Mojave. We're going to do a Type 4 fluid. We're going to do the most expensive.
Fluid type 4. Concentration at 100%.
I like the worn cockpit. We will do. I will run the clean version that he has as well, so you guys can see the clean variant. But I like the. I like this version. I like it all beat up. Superfly Steve, I do. Cal, if the 777 releases in December, I will personally purchase 5 copies for viewers. I can almost guarantee you it's not releasing in December. Yeah, we're going to need a bigger nozzle than that, boy. That little Type 4 nozzle ain't going to do it. We'd be here a while. Oh, well, I just wanted to see what GSX would do. But we're getting sprayed. You can hear the rain already starting, so we got to make sure we get all the snow and ice off the airplane. Kyle, my favorite engine on the 744, what's the one that looks like the IEs? Is that the RB211? I think that's the RB211. I think I like the looks of those the best. Ed E, this is live weather, and we've got snow and rain moving in and out of here. Bands of snow and rain moving in and out. You can see there's some snow just starting to fly down now. Is there any snow blast with the effects? David Isaac, I don't believe there's snow blast, which is unfortunate. There is water, so if it is considered wet, you will see it. We'll have to take a look today, but I'm curious to see how it handles after Sim Update 14, which maybe we'll do a second stream tonight after I update to Sim Update 14, because when I do preset snow, I see snow blast. But when I did a takeoff before the stream just to test the effects, I did not have a snow blast. So it depends, like I said earlier, the effects depend strictly on the weather conditions that are present. Forgot to do Type 1 first. I know, Gary, I wish you could do Type 1 then Type 4, but I mean, it actually is taking a longer... It is taking longer than they did on the Airbus. So, I mean, GSX has something going on here. Like, look, they are taking a much longer time. Yeah, that de-ice is pretty loud. We're coming back inside. Oh, now it's raining again. Yeah, this is some nasty wet. This is like the worst case scenario for icing. You got a mix of rain and snow. Snow is not terrible because it's already frozen. But you start throwing rain in there, rain gets everything wet, and then it freezes. It's almost worse to have rain. I would rather just let it snow, you know? We can handle snow, especially dry snow. Not too crazy, but this is a really slushy, nasty condition to be in right here. V1, don't you do something different with flaps after getting de-ice, like not extending them until towards takeoff? Anthony, in the Airbus, yes. We don't extend flaps until 3 minutes prior to departure. Because the flaps are not extended, they don't get sprayed,
Concentration
right?
at 100%.
KMMB, good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. Pretty sure they go the entire length of the wing, so wing definitions with larger wings will take longer. Cool. So at least there is some realism there. What we need to do, we need to figure out who made GSX. We need to allow them to do Type 1, then Type 4. We got to do it. We got to do a double code.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
Copy that. Switch next to the transponder. Oh, TCAS, this shows you, so you're above, neutral, or below. Basically, depending on the type of transponder installed, it'll show you neutral traffic and
Hello,
like
Captain.
maybe
We are ready for pushback.
like 1,000 feet below and 3,000 feet above. Where neutral would be 1,500 above, 1,500 below, and below would be 1,000 above and 3,000 below, or whatever. I don't know what the altitudes are on the 7.4, but you kind of get what I'm saying, right? It shows you more data whichever direction you have it pointed. So if you're climbing, it's good to have it pointed up because your threat is going to be
Departure
traffic
checks
above
completed.
you. If you're
Bypass
descending,
pin inserted.
you want it pointed below you because you're going to have your more threat of traffic is going to be below you. And when you're cruising, you just put it in neutral. Some guys cruise with it just in below because you can see guys climbing up underneath you to get a little bit more information, but that's getting down to operator specifics. Oh, Sam says we extend flaps between Type 1 and Type 4. Crazy. Yeah. No, we don't do that on the Airbus. You know what, Sam? I think... Actually, I don't remember.
Locking gear.
I think on the Embraer we had to be configured. Flaps had to be extended as well, Sam. I'm curious. Now, we have procedures for our Airbus. If you are configured, we have procedures to do it, but our normal SOP is to leave everything up until 3 minutes prior. All right, we need to go nose left, tail right. Let's see if
Release parking brakes, please.
let's see if she'll do it here.
Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
Roger. All right, so hopefully we'll get pushback on there. Look, the rain, it almost looks like it's removing some of the snow on the ground. This sim is awesome. I love this sim so much. I almost want to not go to work tomorrow so we can do another stream. I picked it up too. I picked up a short trip tomorrow. I shouldn't have done that. I don't know. I like flying. This is like my favorite time of year to fly. I love flying around December, November, Thanksgiving. After Thanksgiving, like right now is the best time to fly. Everyone's in a good mood. Everyone's happy. I'd much rather deal with snowstorms than massive thunderstorms that are at 60,000 feet over the Central Plains and tornadoes in Texas. Like Noe's calling sick. No, Randy, I'm saving that sick time, man. I gotta bank it up. I had to use my, if you remind me, Randy, on cruise, I want to talk about sick time, the use of sick time, and, flying when you're not well. Remind me in cruise, Randy, if you're still here. Got a little something we need to talk about. Now, what's going to happen here? Are we going to turn or not? I feel like we're just kind of sliding. I feel like, are we messing something up with our hydraulics or something? Where are we going? All right, we're going to get pushed into a building. Well, let's just stop it here. Oh, no.
Please set parking brakes.
Oh, shit. All right.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
We'll be fine. We can make the left turn out from here. We're a little bit close to that building. Nothing to see here. We're going to start them up, though. Jeez, hopefully we didn't just mess up the whole flight. Javier317 with a $10 super chat. My friend, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Says, hey, V1, next cup of coffee on me. Just got instrument rated on Saturday. Thanks for everything for the community, sir. Javier, absolutely awesome. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations on getting your instrument rating done. That's a big one. Thank you for the $10 bank angle check. And I will definitely be picking up some coffee tomorrow with that. Appreciate you, man. All right, here we go.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Packs off. APU bleed is on. We're going to start 3 and 4.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Turn up your volumes. Here we go. I listen to this in my truck with the sound system, the engine start. Oh, it's so awesome. Okay, shh, 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 shh. Everybody be quiet. Wait for it, wait for it. That bass sound, man. Full coffee cup ready for bass. We got 2 good starts. Engine anti-ice is on. So I see what GSX does. It basically turns everything on for you. I get it. I see. I'm picking up what you're throwing down there, GSX. All right, here we go. 1 and 2. Full monitor. Sounds better from up here anyway. All right, we got 4 good starts. APU gen coming off. Everything looks good. Engine anti-ice is on. Wing anti-ice should be off, right? But actually, no, those are all engine anti-ice. Wing anti-ice is on, but that's for GSX purposes. Everything else is on for taxi. That looks good on this side. Those are wipers. We don't need that. Everything else looks good. Fuel panel looks good. Up the right-hand side, let's get our engine bleeds on. Let's go ahead and get packs 1, 2, and 3 on. We'll go ahead and turn off the, dang it. We'll turn off the APU bleed. The APU is shutting down. Nice warm cabin, that looks good up top. We'll go ahead and select flaps 5. Not from that view. Or flaps 10. Now just loop the startup sounds with rain for 10 hours and you'll become a YouTube millionaire. I wish you could see fluid on the wing. FS in P3D, you can see de-ice fluid on the wing. How cool is that? You can like see that green. I wonder if it'd be worth getting the PMDG 7.4 and P3D again. Doing that for a stream. Wing anti-ice inhibited on the ground, so I'm going to actually go auto, so we get rid of that caution. FMC TCAS off, so TCAS, we'll go ahead and go TARA 2000. That looks good. Anti-ice recall checked. Auto brake is RTO flight controls. We should do a flight control check. That was a little snappy there on the that roll spoiler. Flight controls are check. Ground equipment APU is off. Before takeoff, we are flaps 10 and indicating in the green. So that leaves us at the after takeoff. Everything looks good there. Let's go ahead and go flight director on. We'll go LNAV, VNAV. We'll arm the auto throttle as we get a little bit closer to the runway. There's nobody on the line, so we'll just go ahead and spin this sucker up to our cruise altitude of 360 for now. 360 is set. We're ready to go. Taxi light, and let's make a radio call. Halifax traffic, Giant 357 heavy, we're taxiing runway 5 off North Cargo, Giant 357. All right. Here we go. Let's come off this building here. Nothing to see here. good here. Super short taxi. Cabin temp, I guess that's a normal... Why do we have an FMC message? We need some wiper action, though. Fabrico, you can use wing anti-ice when you're landing all the way to the ground if you need to, but it is recommended that you turn it off at the final approach fix inbound, because if you have to go around, it's going to cost you a lot of performance and it could actually impact your second segment climb. Robinson J. Santana gifting 5 members to the channel. Mr. Robinson, I appreciate that, sir. Very kind of you. If you don't pick up a membership from Mr. Robinson Santana, make sure you say thank you. That is very kind. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the support. All right, let's go ahead and stop here. Let me see if I can clear this FMC message real quick. What FMC message are we talking about? Oh, takeoff speed's deleted? Really? Let me make sure we, Oh, because of gross weight change? Maybe it's a bug. Alright, everything looks good there. We're flaps 10, FMC message is gone. Let's see here. Halifax traffic, Giant 357 heavy. We're going to line up on wave runway 5. Halifax. Alright, that's coming off. Let's turn it all on here. Oh, look, we have snow effects. Look, 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 look. Oh, that is worth it. That is worth every penny of $8. Did you guys see that blowing snow effect? Let me do it again. All right, we don't want to skid off the runway here. That was so cool. Flight sim legit better than real life. This is so much more fun than real life. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, now why do I hear the wiper effect from back there? That's kind of funny. Alright, chat. Last time we hit 300 likes before takeoff. We don't have as many viewers as this time, but I need maximum likes here. If we can get 275 likes before takeoff here, which is going to be in the next 60 seconds, we'll do it from outside view again so we can see all the effects in action. We need 275 on the likes. We're trying to get nice and straight here without using up too much runway. I think that's a pretty good lineup. Look at that. I'm basically typed on the 74-8. Look at that. I mean, that's pretty darn good. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put weather on my my display here right now. We're going to be on a vector. Our heading is going to be straight out for right now. We'll make it 052 runway heading checks. All right, what do we got here? Packs off takeoff? Oh, only if we hit 300 likes. But we're at 231. Oh man, we're not even at 275, so we can't do the effects from outside. All right. I guess we have to do it from here. Auto throttle is armed. Why do I have no V-speed again? Why are we having an issue with V-speeds? 709.2. 709.2. Bat. Maybe I just need to clear that out. Hold on. What's going on here? 38. Why does it keep deleting my V-speed? That's weird. Stand by. I think I found a bug. What if I do reference speeds? Okay, so let's do 38, 49, 68. 38. Oh, it won't even let me do it that way. Interesting. All right, well, we know 168. Just a message. All right, here we go. No more messing around. 251 on the likes. Yeah, that's weak. Weak likeage. So here we go. Spool them up 50. Halifax traffic. Giant 357 heavy departing runway 05.
Halifax traffic, Giant 5, Zulu Romeo, landing at 05.
All right, thrust ref Toga, Toga. We know 168 is V2. V1. Rotate. Nice and easy. Positive rate. 0. Whoa, nice little crossing right there. Looks like there's no other effect right there. Trim that nose down a little bit. Make a left turn heading 330. Man, every time I go to that wing view, I drop the nose. And we need to select heading. Heading select. Oh, you know what? I wonder if it was because I had LNAV armed and we weren't LNAV off the ground. I bet you that was the bug. I'm gonna have to try that again. Because there's our flaps clean, let's go flap 0. I wonder if that was it. Because I had LNAV selected, but we weren't LNAV off the ground. We should have been in heading. Welcome to non-fly-by-wire. I know, I need to get some trim in there.
Halifax traffic, Giant 5, Zulu Romeo, departing runway 05. Halifax traffic, Air Canada 2219, heavy lining.
Super low cloud layer, isn't it? Alright, we're 250. We're trimmed out pretty nicely now, you can see. Yeah, I just... On fly-by-wire, I gotta remember to actually fly the airplane. Halifax traffic, Giant 357 heavy. We're at about 7.2, climbing 360, last call, Halifax. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful. That is so beautiful. Alright, let's go ahead, and here's 10,000. Let's see if I can do this without driving it into the ground. Let's go legs. Let's go direct to Kennybunk VOR. Execute. LNAV. Direct to Kennybunk VOR. Here we go. On the turn. Out of 10,000 feet. Let's go ahead and get these puppies off. I feel like I am crashing. I feel like I'm crashing again. Hold on. Nope, we're good. Need an overhead panel. Wing and logo can come off. Cargo deck view from up top. Oh, that's awesome. Look at those clouds, Chad. Look at those clouds. Are you kidding me? This is FT Sim sound pack. All that work for 30 seconds of IMC flying. I know. Look, here I am pitching to stall it again. Good thing boxes don't pitch. All right, let's go ahead and lower the nose, get back on the flight director. We're going to come to the left. All right, looks like we're cost indexed at about 305 knots for climb out today.
X traffic, Air Canada 2219, having departing on runway head.
Alright, that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and go Command A. We're Command A, we're leveling to accelerate. We've got our weather radar on. But I just want to look outside. Hold on, this is too juice. I mean, does Atlas even have Folklore Chaos? I mean, I just from the upper deck cargo view right here. This is upper deck cargo view. This is just pure winter. I mean, you could even tell it's winter just by looking at the visibility. We have good visibility, cold air, but these dark, puffy snow clouds down there. Just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The summertime, you know, it'd be more humidity in the air. It'd be more hazy and orangish. This is that ice blue Canadian North. It just looks so good. Doug, I'm using the Azobo 7.4, but remember, the updated 7.4, you don't even, in my opinion, and from, well, actually, not even in my opinion, from what I've been told, is basically the updated 747, with what Working Title has done to it, it renders the salty mod pretty much non-needable. Like, you don't really need it. Zippy, is it your wing flex? So I wonder, I'm afraid that would mess with my effects mod though, Zippy's Apple. Looks good. All right, let's go ahead and clean everything up. Let's go ahead and set standard. All right, we're out of a 19.2. Standard is set. I still have that cabin temp. After takeoff checklist is completed. That leaves us at descent, so we don't need that. We'll go ahead and get the checklist off there. Let's go ahead and look at the ECS. What's going on here with the cabin temp? All right, master 26, forward, what is the D? Is it saying it's too cold? And we're above all the icing, so we'll just go ahead and turn engine anti-ice into auto at this time, wing anti-ice into auto. Window heats will stay on. We don't need any wipers if they were still on a dry windshield. Probably just ruined them anyway. We'll see what happens. At a 21, look at this headwind is going to be interesting. This headwind is going to be interesting. We'll put the data on there. What's position? I don't need that. Airports. Ooh. And weather. Let's throw it all on there. A little bit longer flight today. We are looking good. We are looking good, chat. What is this? Deck, maybe? The deck temp? Maybe. Maybe it is deck. As long as there are no live animals, we should be good. Yeah, hopefully we don't have any live animals because they'd probably be frozen by now. Flight deck, upper deck. Ooh. Maybe that makes sense. Flight deck, upper deck? No, because... Well, I don't... Maybe. The magenta numbers seem good. I'm just curious. I'm gonna just crank them all the way up. I'm just curious to see if they even change. Let's make everything max warm. Wipers at least cut off with the ground switch? Gary, really? Okay, so that's why they weren't running even though they were on? That's pretty cool. Alright, we're 29. I think this got warmer, didn't it? But I wonder what the non-magenta numbers are. The magenta is what it's trying to do. It's trying to warm it up. Yeah, got our bleeds on. We need ISO. So if we cut the isolation valve, duct pressure goes to 0. That's not good. I need a systems manual with me here. Push pack reset, maybe? I don't think it's functioning. Where is pack reset? So I can't control any of these. What's this? Max pressure takeoff and landing. And altitude push on. Pack reset. I can't, yeah, nah, I can't click it. Alright, so let's take a note. It's 29 and 14. Let's move everything back to auto. Let's move everything back to auto, see what happens here. Back to auto. So yeah, magenta, it's coming up just slowly. So you're pretty dang cold up here in the we're pretty cold right now. That's why you got leather jackets. Reminds me of the time I went to do my multi-engine cross country and the door broke, basically opened up in the climb out. And I had my leather jacket on. I was ready to go. My instructor's like, I think we need to go back. Don't you think it'd be a good idea? I'm like, no, I'm fine. I want to get this cross country done. Flying in northern Arizona is like 0 degrees outside. Is the real life main cargo deck well insulated? I actually don't know. I imagine it's definitely insulated. It's definitely insulated. Or the jacket's double-breasted. 7.4 has DRS. What's that? Fighter, this is it's not a mod, it's a default is Oboe 7.4, but I have a couple mods. We have the texture mod installed from More Right Rudder Mike, and we have the effects mod from South Oak. It must be well-heated freight areas since they often transport horses. Oh yeah, for sure, it's definitely insulated. It's insulated and pressurized, absolutely. I have a career question. If I got a job at 500 or 700 hours flying twin turboprops, is there any value doing CTP ATM before starting rather than wait for 1,500 hours? Is there any value in doing, what is CTP ATM? Are you, Caleb, are you in a different country? FX mod isn't affected by changes. I only adjusted the DFG, which has wing flex scaling. CFG. Okay. I'm going to have to take a look at it, Zippy. Might have to take a look at it. No, ATP written. Oh. Oh, ATP. Well, hey, man, if you got a job flying that pays you to get your hours, definitely do that. But you're still going to need to be competitive. If you want to get hired at a 121 carrier, I'm assuming is what your goal is, then you're going to need those things done anyway. But see if you can knock them both out, at the same time, or while you're doing it. Because if you can get paid to fly and build those hours up, that's pretty good. That's a huge crutch for a lot of people, is being able to get to that step. So if you already get a job at 500 or 700 hours, I would do that and then work on your written on the side. So it looks like it is coming up. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely, it is coming up. You need to list and link all the mods you're using in the stream description. They're on the Nightbot. There's really only 2 mods. It's the textures and effects. I would put Chaos out of a job. Are you doing more Canadian takeoffs and landings? Any plans for Vancouver? Would love to see that. Andrew, I didn't have any plans on it. I'm just looking for bad weather. That's all I'm looking for right now is bad weather. And I like Halifax. Been up there a couple times. I was going to go over to, Ottawa, but then the forecast was improving, so we're going to try to hit up Syracuse. Let me pull up a current METAR right now and see what we got and if it's changed at all. Right now, still light snow in Syracuse. It's supposed to be getting better, though. Let me look at the live radar map. Yeah, there's really nothing happening on the live radar. We might have to divert to like Pittsburgh or something. Digital Merc, I saw those pics last night in your Fokker. That's what gave me the idea too. You were in the Empire, right? $34 for 36. Let's take a look at our cruise, see what we got here. VNAV. Next page. Optimum 37, but we're going westbound, so we need to be even. So it's either 36 or 38. The winds are going to be stronger at 38, so we're going to stay at 36. Econ speed 0.85, that's fine. Descent page, everything else looks good there. So basically, we are looking good. Almost at 36,000 feet already. Jeez. What's AWC website? What's that, Tower Array? Just as well you didn't update, servers totally down for many, locking the sim. Dougal, uh-oh. Really? Oh, I'm glad I didn't restart then. Glad I didn't restart. Halifax or Quebec City, which do you prefer? Well, I almost got arrested. Not arrested. We almost got. There was some shenanigans that happened to us in Quebec City one time. But Halifax just seems more friendly. Quebec City is more like, I feel like people walk around with a stuck-up nose a little bit more. Halifax, everyone's just down to earth and freezing cold, so. Detained. Thank you, AJ. AJ, thank you. Thanks. Detained. Speaking from experience there, AJ. This or X-Plane 12? Well, this for sure. I mean, just look at it. We just leveled off, and I mean, this sim. I mean, did you guys see like the before takeoff? I'm sure you saw. You were watching the stream with me. Like with the effects and lining up on the runway and snow and cold. I mean, it is such a captivating environment to be in. I mean, from the time we started the stream, there was no precipitation. Then it started raining. Then it started snowing. Then it stopped. And then it pretty much was nothing going on until we started taxiing. The rain started coming down heavier. Rain and snow. I mean, it's so dynamic. I mean, it's such a great, I don't know. I love it. I love it. Frankly, never heard of a positive experience from there unless you speak French. Pretty on brand. Hey, fellow Canadian, love Halifax, gorgeous city. Andrew, definitely, man, definitely. Aviation Weather Center. The observation page gives you a nice map with radar power. Bro, Ray, no, I haven't even checked out that website, man. Not familiar with it at all. Mr. Guys, we're flying from Halifax to Syracuse, New York. We're loaded up with some cargo, some freight. We're going to bring some holiday cheer to the Air National Guard up there in Syracuse. Was it the classic, you are not under arrest, but you are being detained? Basically. Basically had to save the FO. Any speculations when the Fenix update will come out? Dylan, no, I have no idea when it will come out. I'm looking forward to it just as much as anybody else, though, and I'll tell you this. I hope it is before the end of the year, but we have no idea. It may not be. So we'll just have to wait and see. Man, this just looks cold. But it's also a good reason why I'm flying the 7.4, getting it out of my system right now. Because what if Phoenix comes out and just drops an update? You know, they'll probably, if they release it, it'll probably come out tomorrow when I'm flying. Because then we can jump right back into Airbus stuff. But right now, I'm kind of on this heavy kick, doing 7.4 flying. I'm trying to think what other heavy we could fly. AJ was flying the MD-11 and X-Plane 12 last night, posting some screenshots. Made me think about trying to fire up the old MD-11 and X-Plane 12, but then I remembered what I have to look at. I don't know. What other heavies could we fly? You know, there is still one airplane that it's a large propeller-driven aircraft that would be a great freighter. We might have to give it a shot on Heavy Week here. Let Phoenix cook. The discourse about it online being so hostile all the time is disappointing. Yeah, I mean, people are like, they take legit offense to a toy airplane not being available to them at a certain time. Like, it's kind of ridiculous when you think about it. A310. Oh, what's wrong with the A310? Digital Merc, I don't know the word on the TFDI. I was hoping there would be some more information. Do the backers, or not the backers, but do the folks that have the TFDI pre-order, is it released yet? Ooh, which side do you like better, Apex Logistics or Atlas? I'll tell you what I like right there. That's the shot. Oh, yes. Little reflection. That's the shot. A Transall stream. Maybe Chaos. Maybe. Felis 7.4. Oh, I do love the Felis 7.4. Chris, not electrical tape. It is like a tennis wrap. Just to change the texture of the plastic of the yoke. That's my only gripe with the TCA Boeing yoke, is it feels, the texture of the yoke is toyish. The feeling of pitch and roll feels great for a desktop yoke. So I was like, man, how can I change this? So I wrapped it with that tennis wrap. So there's no adhesive on it or anything. You just peel it right off. But I wanted to put something on there that made it give just a little bit better grip. I don't know. Just give me something to grab onto instead of that slippery plastic. A310 has been fine for me. So that's what I was going to do. I was going to fire up the 310 next. We could do 7.8, but I don't know. There's really no cargo ops in the 7.8. Only options in Microsoft are 310 and 7.8. There is one other one. There is one other one we could do. Dougal says, I use the tennis wrap too. It's excellent. Yeah, it gives you something different to hold on to in that toyish plastic feel. Because you know what, the one thing that the Honeycomb Alpha did right, they did really good in the Honeycomb Alpha, if I bring up this cam here, is they had like, was it a rubberized texture or something on the grip itself, and it felt very real. It felt super high quality. The Honeycomb Alpha yoke texture, whatever that rubberized matting they had, was great. If Thrustmaster would have done that to this, or literally anything else than this plastic vacuum, what do they call this, roto-molded, I don't know, finish, even if they would have just like put some texturing on it, like some bumps or whatever, it's just kind of slick. So that's why I threw on the tennis wrap. It feels a little bit better to me. Who's that? Boston Senta. Ooh, 34-7. Fantastic. Let's give them a holler. Let's tune into Boston Center, see what they're up to today. 13470. We'll put that in the active. Make sure our V pilot is online. Boston Center, good morning. Giant 357 Heavy. We're level 360.
Giant 357 Boston Center, good afternoon. Maintain flight level 360.
Roger that. Maintain 360. Giant 357 Heavy.
Actually, Giant 357 Heavy, stay airspeed, or Mach number actually.
Right now we're doing 8.5 Mach, Giant 357 Heavy. What do you need?
Giant 512, say Mach number.
What, in VFR 330 Neo? Kyle, we could do 330. Because I bet you the mini FCU works with the 330. We could do that. That is possible.
Alright, Giant 357 Heavy, maintain point 80, 80 if you can do it.
Ooh. Alright, maintain 80 Mach, Giant 357 Heavy.
512, heavy maintain 0.85 or greater until advised.
Who took off in front of me that's going slow? We got to slow to 80 Mach. That is so lame. I mean, that's crazy. We're doing 8.5. We're not even
Hello,
above.
Boston Center, Giant 50 Romeo, maintaining flight number 340, inbound.
We should have walked. Yeah, we could walk at this speed.
Giant 5 Zulu Romeo Boston Center, good afternoon.
Deep pilot voice. Did I do deep pilot voice again? I swear, I don't mean. It's just years of talking on the radio. I swear, it's nothing intentional. Nice stream until now. Why? What happened?
Giant 5 Zulu Romeo,
V1, I just ordered myself an Airbus Tiller. Is it okay to share the company in chat? They have some incredible, not cheap peripherals. What is it? Benji, what do you got? Who's making? I didn't know anybody making Tillers as of late. I even think Cat 3 Design stopped. Who's making Tillers now? Still faster than a 7.3 for sure. Canadian steering your 7.3.
Attention, all aircraft Boston 8 Foxtrot is now current.
Deep pilot voice set to auto.
29er with 020 at 6.
Boston Center, good day. Air Canada 22.
Have you seen a Virtual Fly limited edition leather wrapped
Air
yoke?
Canada 20.
No,
Air Canada
of course I have not at all.
19 Boston Center, good afternoon. Maintain flight level 400. Stay Mach number.
Maintain flight level 400, Mach number is 0.84. Air Canada 2219 heavy.
What I need now is like an auto camera
Air Canada
swapper,
2219, maintain
like
0.80
XP72
or less
has.
until advised.
Maintain 0.80 or less until advised. Air Canada 2219 heavy.
When I was in flight school, I started dating a girl who told me she heard me on the radio and spent 2 weeks finding me. That was pretty cool. Really, Beef Jesus, man, that is pretty crazy. Do you have a mic monitoring headset? I tend to raise my voice in that sense.
2172 Boston
I can't hear
Center, good
myself.
afternoon.
What? I don't know what that means, Tower. No, I don't think it. Like, I can't hear myself in my headset. If that's what you're asking. I'm about to install P3D. There's no planes for this sim. Santiago, come on. Have you even tried this 7.4, my friend? Have you even tried it? The problem with P3D, unless you already have it all set up, you will spend hundreds, with an S, I'm being legit, hundreds of dollars to make it look almost as good as X-Plane 12. Think about that. You will spend hundreds of dollars to make it look almost as good as X-Plane 12. Billy the Boeing, this is the default 7.4 with the working title stuff on it. So yes, it is default. If you have the latest update on Microsoft, it's got all the fixins for the working title 747-8, and it's a ton of fun to fly. My P3D library is probably $1,800 worth of stuff right in the dump. Canadian, hey man, I hear you. And let me tell you this. So for those of you that are in the sim world now of Microsoft Flight Simulator, and maybe this is your first time in the simulator environment, maybe you saw Microsoft come out and that got your feet wet, this is your first sim. Or maybe you were an X-Plane 11, 10, 11, 12 fan. You're not really, or maybe even P3D, because P3D kind of the same effect. Unless you were a prior Microsoft Flight Simulator advocate, and I'm talking FS98, 2000, 2002, 2004, FSX. If you did not fly sims back then, let me give you a bit of advice of what's coming down the pipe and my advice for being set up for the future. So I'm trying to listen to this guy saying. I think he's trying to get us to speed up here. So, if Microsoft is your sim, when 2024 comes out, take a little slice of advice and don't try to run two sims. You're going to have to embrace the new, get the new sim installed, get what planes that work. Now, they're saying there should be some backwards compatibility with airplanes, which is great. Just jump in head first. It's going to be a pain in the butt to get your bindings. Get your bindings reset up, unless there's a way to like transfer profiles, which would really be helpful if there's a way to do that. That would be huge. It's going to be a pain to get your settings just right. You're going to have to do all the growing pains of setting up your sim. But I'm telling you from experience of past Microsoft Flight Simulator journeys, jump in head first and just go with the new sim. That's what I'm going to do. 2024 drops. I'm installing it. 2020 is going away. And, you know, barring the fact that we have some airplanes. If there's no airplanes in 2024, then obviously I'm not going to just get rid of 2020 right away. But if there's a few airplanes in there that I'm ready to fly, cool. I'm getting head first, I'm going in, and I'm going to enjoy the new sim as it evolves in 2024. Where most people struggled, and I wouldn't say struggled, but where most people had a lot of frustrations, and this was really apparent when FS9 and FSX came out. People were so invested in FS9 that when FSX dropped, they were reluctant to get in FSX. They were reluctant to get stuff working in FSX, and they tried to run two sims, and then it just put a bad taste in their mouth. Same from, like, you could say the same from 2000 to 2002. Like, you just have to let go of the past. You've got your money's worth, hopefully. You've got your enjoyment worth. Jump into the new sim. Embrace the new technologies and simulations available in that new platform, and grow with the sim. When you try to start running multiple Microsoft Flight Simulators, it just becomes frustrating and a headache. That's going to be my little spiel for when 24 drops. I started an FS95. Heck yeah, Captain Will. 95. Whichever one had the Learjet looking thing taken off at night on the cover. That was my first like real one. Was that 98 or 95?
5 Romeo clear direct Concord.
I hope there isn't a way of transferring profiles because they changed the controls part completely. Yeah, so Chaos, so if that's what Chaos is saying, then yeah, we're going to have to rebind everything. It's going to be a pain. It's going to be a pain to rebind everything, but embrace it. Pack your patience, as CEO likes to say when you have flying with a bunch of delays. Pack your patience. Started with FS98. Microsoft is literally reality. Many tend to forget how far simming has come. Definitely with V1 on this one, embrace the new. Yeah, Robin H, right there with you, man. It's pretty wild from world travel and global freightways. That was even the latter ones. What were some of the really early? Was Landmark like the first? We had a default 7.3 in like I think it was either 98 or 2000. Man, talking about blasts from the past. But yeah, embrace the new. Move on. You're going to enjoy it. That's the one, Captain Will. 95 has the little like corporate jet taking off at night. Yeah, that's the first one that I started into. That's the one I really like. It's like, okay, I'm simming. And then when 98 came out, I started to get a little bit more serious. And then 2000, 2002. Then the one with the Concorde on, I feel like I didn't like that one as much. I was too like focused on trying to get the Concorde to fly right, and I just was not smart enough. Whichever one had the Concorde on the cover. Was that 2004? I don't know. Orbit, that's the one. Orbit Airlines. Is the Boeing yoke worth it? It seems overpriced, but I want to get it. Billy the Boeing, yes. I will definitely say the Boeing TCA yoke is worth it.
Thank you for the service.
350 smooth, welcome.
See you later.
Optimization is way better after Sim Update 14, Kyle. That's good to hear, man. I tell you what, y'all, we'll probably do, depending on how this goes, we might even do, but we're going to do not a second leg, though. We might take a break. We'll fire up something else. If I can remember how to fire up the Transall Chaos, maybe I'll do a Transall stream tonight. Or we might just do what could we fire up? Maybe we'll do like a King Air flight or something. Do some turboprop Santa Claus flying. World travel, oh yeah. Concorde was the 2000. Thank you, Delta Tango. Yeah. The Concorde on the cover, 2000, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2000. That one I didn't, for some reason, it just left a bad taste in my mouth. Like I feel like I struggled in that one more than others. And then the one with the 7.4 landing, I think that was 2002. The Flightbox cover, that was awesome. I remember the World Travel Emergency Landing. Oh yeah. The Learjet on the cover is such a blast from the past. Holy cow, I haven't seen that thing in years. Did you look it up, Brady Thompson? Yeah, it really is, man. Let me see here. I'll tell you what, let's do an inside check here. I guess we're going to be flying freaking 8.0 Airbus speeds. Wonder if I can climb higher and go faster. Well, we're only... How far are we from TOD? Maybe we don't need to be going that fast. Syracuse at... top of descent 345. At 1921 we should be there. I guess we'll just leave it. I guess we'll leave it. What the hell? Let's... do you guys want to chill on the upper deck? I don't know. I like looking outside. Ooh, that's pretty good. Tell you what, let's turn this way down to like 1 on the volumizer. Let's go back outside. Let's go back to this juice view here with the little reflection. That's like the commercial right there. Let's get some tunes on. We already played the 747 theme song yesterday, so we won't play it again, even though it's like one of my favorites. We'll start out with, what's this one? Nope. We need like some chill music. We need some chill. This one's pretty good. And then, there we go. That looks good. Does the Fenix have new engines? Not yet, Gary. 2002 is the Caravan. Oh, yeah. 2004 is the 7.4. Yeah.
Yeah, about 357 airspeed. Or sorry, 357 same Mach number.
We're doing 8.0 assigned to Giant 357 Heavy.
All right, Giant 357. You can do a little bit better. You can do 0.82. That works with you.
Yeah, we'll do 8.2 Giant 357 Heavy. We got packages to deliver.
All right, Roger. Yeah, if you can just keep it, or let's just do 0.8 or greater. Yeah, you have plenty of space in the guy in front of you.
0.8 or greater. Thanks, Giant 357 Heavy. Well, in that case, 8.4 it is, my friends. We'll spool it up.
Giant 5, Zulu Romeo.
When you talk about not feeling well at work, can you talk about my text about not feeling well as a pass during critical phase of flight? Oh, Jeremy, yes, sorry, you, man, yeah, I was right in the middle of some chaos when that happened.
Roger,
Jeremy, yeah, you can, I mean, look, it's a recommendation. Like, so airlines have to tell you can't get up and use the lavatories in critical phases of flight, right? Because it's a liability. But it is not a law. Like, if you have to get up and use a facility during landing, you're not going to get arrested. The airplane may go around, but you're not going to get arrested. It's not a law. And same goes for crew members. Like, you are, I forget the regulation, but it basically says in the FARs, which is the Federal Aviation Regulations for 121 airlines, it says that you can literally leave your duty station at any point to take care of physiological needs of flight. Because you can't be sitting up there, you know, either going out one way or throwing up or whatever. You are allowed to leave the cockpit for physiological needs of flight. Now, there are protocols in place to keep everything safe, obviously. So there's that. And I have my own podcast story about that where I've seen that happen. So, quick question, might be stupid, but any reason why I would not have access to the different kind of server on the Discord? Canadian, did you just join the Discord? Maybe you need to have permissions. I'll take a look after the stream. Get panel. So basically, to have full permission, to have full view of the Discord, you have to have joined the server, and then it's manually assigned roles. So I have mods that manually assign the passenger role, and then you'll see more of the Discord. 2002 standard had the Caravan on floats. 2002 has a 7.4 taken right off. At you on the cover. Ooh, nice. Maybe I had the professional then. I still whatever one this one is, Delta Tango, so that I still remember what it said. When I opened like the Flightbox cover, I think it was 2002, so it might have been the professional version you're talking about, where it says, you touch down with a puff of smoke from Hong Kong into LAX or something. That is literally what the text read. I remember reading that over a decade ago, and I was just so captivated. I was like, oh my gosh, that is awesome. Like, wheels touching down LAX 25 right after a long flight from Hong Kong or whatever it was, with a puff of smoke. Like, verbatim, puff of smoke is what it said. I'm going to have to go find my flight sim boxes. I have all those boxes somewhere. CDs, DVD, ROMs. Hey, Captain. Haven't flown the Fenix fly-by-wire in totals for a long time. I found the Fenix way harder to not float on landing. Which product do you feel the most realistic in that phase of flight? Rahul, that's going to vary greatly on your hardware and how you have your curve set up too. I find the Fenix flies pretty close to real life, and Tolus does as well. I don't find the Fenix abnormally floaty. Matter of fact, I find it a lot less floaty than the fly-by-wire too. So it's really hard to say why I pinpoint what what you got going on. It's between hardware and simulators and settings and curves. It's almost impossible to diagnose. But here's the other thing too, and I was talking about this on Captain Canada's stream. It's like we have all these sims. Even the real world sim guys, like the level D sims we train on, they don't feel like. I mean, they're close to the real airplane, but they're not. They're not even. Nothing will fly like the real airplane except the real airplane. So we can split hairs about, oh, this feels more realistic. It's still not the real thing. Even the real thing that we train on is not the real thing. I remember I went in for my recurrent on the Embraer, and I got like, I forget what sim number, it was like whatever the older sim was that we had. It was an older hydraulic sim instead of the pneumatic ones for the Embraers. And on my first rotation, I hit the tail because I just pulled back on the yoke or the control column in the Embraer as I did in real life. I literally you've been flying 100 hours a month pretty much at the regionals. So I know exactly what pressures I put on the yoke. I did that same exact thing in the sim, and we had a tail strike. Instructor's like, stop, you gotta reset. It's the sim, because the sim was just more pitchy and it went right into a tail strike. So, you just gotta go with what sim you enjoy the most, really. Jeremy says, one time the signs were on and I really needed to go badly, and I started to head to the lab and the flight attendant told me firmly I wasn't supposed to be up. Well, then you can just tell her that you can sue me because it is not a law. It's not a law. The 2000 Professional had the Concorde on the cover and a really substantial soft cover book. Yes, I do remember that, Delta Tango. That's why I didn't like it. There's too much reading. Too much reading in that. Remember the manuals that actually came with our sims. Are you more excited for the Flyboy 380 or the PMD 777? I am equally excited for both because I haven't seen enough from either one of them to be more excited about them. Like, my excited level for the 380 and the triple are on a scale of 1 to 10, probably about a 5. Because I haven't seen anything from either project yet showing it flying in the simulator, seeing stuff working on the airplane yet. Like, we've seen some clips of landing, the wing flex, which was really cool, of the A380. But until I start seeing actual substance, that's when I get excited. So right now they're both kind of in the back of my mind. Like, you're not going to see them until, my opinion, we're not going to see the triple or the 380 until summer at the earliest next year, maybe fall. Do you enjoy flying regionals? Andy, at the time, was the only option. And no. I mean, yes, looking back, it's just part of the journey back then. Now it's a totally different ballgame. I've actually found AATD and FTD sims are sometimes worse than having a good Microsoft setup. Drew, yeah, definitely. Definitely. One of those editions had a SOP with camel. Yeah. Yep, landing on the carrier in Honolulu. Yep, I remember that, Delta Tango. I came here to lead, not lead.
You're heading out, but Delta 497 on the ground here at Boston, ready to push and start.
Are bags under the chair a law or policy? That is a law, Captain. Were you talking about carry-on bags? Because if your bags are not under the seat in front of you, you are restricting passengers from exiting the aircraft in the case of an emergency. So that is an actual law.
Okay, that sounds good. Delta 497.
What about the Bluebird 75? Oh, Aviator Nick. Super excited for that. Because while we haven't seen much, 757 to me has a special place in my heart. I can't say the 380 or a triple have a special place in my heart. Just, 757 does, especially 757 Classic, American Airlines, no wingtips, and we're going down to, not Quito, we're going down to Toncontin from Miami. Day one, leg one, no practice flights. Y'all and me live, Miami to Toncontin. Am I saying that right? Bluebird 75. Seatbacks and tray tables up a lot too? Yes, same thing. Restricting the egress of passengers is a felony.
Inbound Bar Harbor, approaching.
I wouldn't say felony, but it is against the rules. You can't restrict anybody's ability to get out of the airplane. I remember FS6 flying tutorials in the Trike Ultralight. Yeah, Joel, was that where you had like the powder drop? Do you remember that? Like or flower drops. The 7.5 really needed to be the max that Boeing needed to make, not the 7.3. Yeah, that should have been. You can thank Southwest for that. Southwest is the reason why the 7.3 max is so terrible, in my opinion. They didn't even so Boeing wanted to install window shades in the 7.3 max. Southwest said, no, don't do that. And basically, so now they don't even have them. I learned that the other day. There's a whole lot of... I flew with a new hire. She was a 15-year flight attendant at Southwest. 15-year flight attendant, changed careers. She's now a pilot. Her husband is a 13-year pilot at Southwest. So I was getting the full scope of all the dirty details Southwest and Boeing were going back and forth at. Captain Will, thanks for joining the channel, man. Welcome, Private Pilot. Glad to have you on board. Is a 7.5 supposed to be free? No, it will be a payware aircraft. Laid Back Jack, really enjoying the stream? Thank you. Hey, Laid Back Jack, glad you're enjoying it, my friend. Flown into SNA recently since a blimp hangar burned down? No, Chris. When did that happen? I haven't been out west in a long time. My seniority affords me to bid really easy, lazy day trips.
We have the field in sight, so we have to cancel our IFR.
I go to New Orleans and back. Minneapolis and back, but it's too cold, so now I'm going down to Orlando and back.
You too, enjoy. Thanks so much. Carrier 1833.
I don't know how long this will allow, or my schedule or my airline will allow me to have that type of schedule, so I am soaking it up while I can. Because flying left seat, doing day trips, short turns with soft pay. What soft pay means is you get paid a min day, like for us, example, 5 hours. You get paid 5 hours for a day of flying, whether you fly 3 hours or 5 hours. So if you fly 3 hours, you still get paid 5. Now, if you fly 6 hours, you get paid 6 hours. You get paid more than that. So I try to scheme it by flying less but getting paid more. So I try to do the short turns, like Orlando and back to Atlanta. That's pretty short. It's about 3.5 hours of flight time, but you get that 5 hour cushion. So that's what I am doing right now, as long as I can, because like I said, I don't know what's going to happen long term. I don't know if that's going to change. We're having a lot of issues with engines and NEOs, and schedules are changing. So while I can enjoy it, I'm enjoying the short trips. Sam F says, I'm not sure, but I have a funny feeling someone, maybe the FAA or Boeing, pushed them to not placard the VNAV auto throttle auto brakes into the NG. Sam F, you onto something, man. Southwest would still be flying the 200 if they could be. Let's be honest. They would, Sam. They definitely would. They'd be flying the 73200 with no VNAV. Any trips down to Canada? Nah, Canadian, nope. Border crossings are a pain. Gotta do customs. Domestic only, my friend. Did you hear about the Alaska-Hawaiian merger? Doug, I did. Look, there's going to be consolidation. I think it is a very real possibility that within the scope of the next 20 years, there's going to be one global airline. Maybe not a global airline in 20 years, but there will probably just be one or two airlines, maybe in the U.S. or there's going to be some massive consolidation. Just watch. So I actually don't. I mean, I think it's kind of lame. Hawaiian, Alaska, there goes another. So now you're not going to see Hawaiian anymore. Spirit, JetBlue, you're not going to see Spirit anymore unless the government blocks it. In which case Spirit probably file bankruptcy, and then who knows what's going to happen. Someone will buy them up, but. Gone are the days of many options. I think there's going to be more and more consolidation within the airline industry. So, from a passenger aviation enthusiast, I don't like it. But from someone within the industry, there's really nothing you can do about it, so you just got to roll with it. The blimp hangar burned down last month. Oh, wow. No, I have not been there within the last month, Chris. That's crazy. Key 6. Good to see you, man. Got to get Big Earn in here and do a Southwest stream. And finally, the Cowboys win a game. I need them to win. That's right, Key 6. We them boys, man. Yeah, good old Big Earn. That'd be something. Oh, look at this turn right here. That's for you, Key 6. Cinematic turning shot for you. Deregulation won't allow it? Yeah, hold my beer, man. Just watch what happens. Just wait. The next pandemic is already coming. Hey, you guys, this is going to get me demonetized and pull the stream. I can tell you already, the next pandemic is here. It's going to be a lung pneumonia type virus. It is election season. 2024 is election year, so get ready. It's coming. You heard it here first. I don't think American, United, and Delta can consolidate anymore, and they can't go under, or someone would have a monopoly. So I think they'll definitely be the last three, Sam. But 20 years down the line, give me a call. We'll take a look at it. 20 years from now. So what's that? That'd be December.
Heavy, unfortunately, we got to close up here.
December of 2043. Give me a call. Jeez, how old will I be in 20 years? So in 20 years.
John, 357.
Yeah, I'll still be flying.
Unfortunately, I got to close up here. So the radar services are terminated. Frequency change approved. If you keep the speed right around there, you guys will be separated perfectly.
Awesome. I appreciate the ATC, Giant 357. Have a good one.
No worries. Have a good rest of your afternoon. Break Giant 5 Zulu Romeo. Unfortunately, I got to close up. Radar services terminated.
All right, we're going back on to Unicom. Beautiful. ASA said they want to run it like KLM Air France. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. If you forget to bid and end up with a leg down to Montreal, I know a couple of nice steakhouses. Hey, Canadian, I'll hit you up, man. With these climate objectives, travel is going to be restricted for average folks, assured. There's going to be a lot of change. There's going to be a lot of change in 10 years. I think you're going to see a lot of change even in 5 years. Once the main lines by the regionals, it's game over. I'm honestly surprised. I'm going to scoot forward here on the song. I'm honestly surprised that there hasn't been more consolidation at the regional level already. I think you're going to see at least one more in 2024. You're going to see at least one more regional consolidation in 2024. But yeah, it's going to get interesting. So how does sick hours? Oh yeah, Randy. So sick hours as a pilot. This is very company specific, country specific for sure. Like Europe has a completely different situation. But basically, every month that you accrue seniority, so basically every month that you're an active pilot, you're not on leave or whatever, you accumulate a certain amount of sick hours. So let's say it's 5 hours. So from years 1 to 3, maybe you only accrue 4 hours a month of sick time. Years 3 through 5 or 6, you do 5 hours a month. And then as your seniority progresses, like maybe above 7 or 8 years, you get 6 hours a month of sick time. And every month that you don't use sick time, that continues to get built up in your sick bank. So if you have 50 hours of sick time and you call out sick for one 5-hour trip, now you're going to be down to 45 hours. But if you only call out for that one trip that month, you also gain 5 hours, so it kind of cancels itself out. So you would still end the month with 50 hours. That's basically how that works. But make sure you use your sick time appropriately as a pilot. You do not want to fly sick. I mean, I had to fly sick the other day just because I didn't think I was that sick. But man, I had some serious sinus issues, and I actually had really bad sinus pain. I actually had I didn't rupture my left eardrum. I've already ruptured my right eardrum once flying freight. I think I did a podcast story on that one. But I mean, I had a little blood come out of my left ear after the flight. Like I had a massive blockage, and it just was excruciatingly painful. And I should have called out sick, but I didn't because it was the week of Thanksgiving. I'm like, man, I didn't feel that bad. I just was kind of stuffy. Nope. I should have just banged out. No one wants you to fly sick. Don't want to fly sick. If your company thinks you're, messing with them, then just tell them to pound sand, because if you're sick, don't fly, especially with sinus stuff. Sinus stuff is huge. Syracuse is clearing up. Oh. Is there anywhere we can go? Let me pull up Sky Vector, see some stuff here. Looks at paid sick time being a law in Germany. Yeah, I mean, it's I won't say it's a law, but we definitely have sick time here. Where is there some bad snow? Detroit, light snow, 5 miles, rain and mist. That's another 275 miles, though. How's Ottawa doing? I don't even have a scenery for Ottawa. Syracuse right now, though, it still shows 9 miles light snow, overcast 36, precipitation very light. Getting there. Find low Wi-Fi reports. Overcast and light snow just low to Syracuse, but snow is getting lighter. All right, Digital Merc. Thanks for the update. Let's go Detroit. Cleveland has snow. Let me see what Cleveland's doing. Ooh. Should we go on to... Do we have the fuel to get to Cleveland? That's another 262 miles. How's our temps? Oh, look. Our cabin temps actually reached their target temp, and our message is out. Okay, so that's cool. We can get rid of the... we can get rid of that. V1 chases the snow in the sim and avoids it in real life. Exactly. Billy the Boeing, how long till TOD? I'm not actually sure, because I want to chase the snow here. Could we make it to Cleveland? How is our fuel? We'll have 32,000 overhead. We'll have 34,000 overhead of Syracuse. Where's wrong side? I need a dispatcher. Meanwhile, in Canada, my company is trying to fire me for having surgery I needed. Oh, Jessica, I'm sorry to hear that. That's awful. If this mod can do weather effects, I wonder why it isn't standard in the sim. Maybe 2024. Yeah, Tukatari, I think 24. It's going to have it. I think you can make it. Let's go. I passed my written today. Shaq Oatmeal. Congratulations, my man. Let's get a congrats to Mr. Shaquille O'Neal getting the written out of the way. How's Shaq? How's life been down there in down there at where is it? Charleston, right? How's it been, man? Adjusting. Glad to hear you passed your written, dude. That's awesome. Go back here. We need some like chill. That's some juice right there. That's a 1.5 hours of 7.4 gas. So 34. So what is our fuel burn right now? Let's take a look. I'm gonna turn off the weather radar. Let's turn you off. Right now, fuel flow. Let's round it. Let's say 5, 10, 15, 25,000 pounds. 25,000 pounds an hour And if we go another 250 miles, that's going to be what? Let's say an hour. So we'll be getting, it's not going to be a full hour, but we'll be getting close. I think we can do it. I think we can get to Cleveland. We'll see. We're not quite. The good thing is Cleveland is pretty much the same line as Detroit, as Syracuse here. So we'll see once we get a little bit closer. Plus, I got to keep. Actually, no. You know what? We might just land in Syracuse so then I can get installing the new update. Oh, 5 times 4 is 20. Thanks. 5, 10, 15, 20. What'd I say? Yeah. See, I'm pilot. I don't do dispatch. Thanks, Chaos. 20K. So 20,000 pounds of fuel. If we have 34 over the head of Cleveland, let's say at the most it's an hour, which it's not going to be an hour. That would be 20,000. Leave us with 14,000 pounds on landing. So we'd be all right. We'd be light. Got a stage check flight this week, too. It's in Myrtle going. Oh, that's right, Myrtle. Going to be a handful getting used to the lift procedures and such, but we're moving and grooving. That's awesome, Shaq. Get those procedures down, man. Get those procedures down. My first ever flying job. Well, that's not true. My first ever. Actually, that was my first. Well, no. Regardless. One of my first jobs where I was classically trained at a 135 operator when I was flying freight. I'll never forget. We were learning to fly the Piper Chieftain, actually a Navajo Chieftain, both of them, twin pistons. Now everybody's got an opinion on how to fly an airplane, and the instructor basically said, like, look, you know, any pilot in this room can fly this airplane, but a professional pilot will fly it the way the company wants you to fly it. You know, taking into account, like, okay, what's your cruise settings? Yeah, the company wants 24 inches of manifold, but it can go up to 28 or 29 or 30 inches of manifold. Why can't I do that? It's perfectly in the cruise tables in the POH. Doesn't matter. A professional pilot will fly the airplane the way the company wants you to fly the airplane. Yes, there's multiple ways to do it. So that kind of stuck with me. So anytime you're learning procedures and SOPs, keep that in the back of your mind. Like, yeah, you can probably do the same thing another way, but that's not putting you in the professional pilot mindset. I would plan for Cary because the time you get to Cleveland, weather will have passed. What's KERI? Is there a written math and English and recruitment process of pilot, Billy? Not anymore, really. Well, if it's raining in Cleveland, that would be good because we have wet runway effects. Flying the Navajo at 30 inches, 2,300 RPMs. This thing flies, yes. Good old Navajo. Me running EasyJet circuits with SOPs is a good thing? Yes, exactly, Zippy Zapple, exactly. Oh, Erie, Pennsylvania. Man, I'd never get tired of looking at this 7.4 though. Hot darn, how many people are downloading this update? I have 1 gig speed and stuck at 2.36. The Aviator, how big is the total download? How big is the download? Alright, that's a little bit more laid back vibe. Alright, let's check out the Apex logistics side of things. Nah, I don't know. I tell you what, there's something about this view, like the tail, that I just love right here. Especially the 7.4. Right there. That's the view I love. 6.4 gigs. Well, this song is definitely not as laid back as I thought it would be. Nope. $5 gigs. Jeez. Brian Valdez, you got your PPL check right on Friday? That's awesome, man. Congratulations. You're going to crush it. Go in prepared and confident. and enjoy it. Hey Sano, Lala. Yeah, Zippy. New lighting's not so bright anymore. I tell you what, so we'll stick with the plan. We'll land Syracuse. We'll deal with whatever weather condition it is, and then I'm going to download the update, see how long it takes, and then if I have time, we'll be able to do another stream later this evening. But I do have to, I do have something I got to do tonight, so I don't know. And the internet's already tanking itself. That kind of sucks. I might not do another stream. I hate the internet. I just see a couple of drop frames sneaking in here. Just imagine how big it would be with the 320 for mini builds. Yeah. John says mine downloads a bit, then nothing for 20 minutes and starts again. Jeez. Chris, yeah, I went waiting 3 days. What I should do is not even download the update. I should just do like an X-Plane stream and then download it tomorrow night, and it'd be a couple minutes and be done. Drew Cripe, do you find watching shows like Air Crash Investigation builds your knowledge of situations as a pilot, or too dramatic of a show? No, I think it definitely builds knowledge. I think it's good. It's definitely over-dramatized in a lot of instances. There's no doubt about that. But it's entertaining. I watched them. I've watched pretty much every episode there is up until, I mean, I know they're still pumping them out, but up until a couple of years ago, I don't know how many seasons they have now. I used to watch them all the time. I especially watched them when I was in college and like doing my flight training and stuff. I was watching them really heavy back then. Now I don't watch them so much anymore. Now I'll see like a mentor video, or been watching 74 Gear a little bit more. I may have the opportunity to fly a 1900D. Do it. Or wait another 5 months to go fly the Navajo for about 50 hours survey. Yeah. And hop on a Q400 CRJ9 or ERJ175. Wait or go. Man, go fly a 1900. Turbine time. It's a sweet airplane. Or 5 months go fly a Navajo for 50 hours and hop on a CR. Well, I don't know, man. Canadian. It's whatever your aspirations are. I'll tell you what, the 1900D, though, is a hell of an airplane. 1900 is a beast. Any King Air, Beechcraft, turboprop, beast, awesome airplanes. My update got stuck at 50% and I have 1 gigabyte. Ooh. The Netflix series on MH370, they think an AWAC shot it down? Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen that, Kyle. I did see that Green Dot Aviation is going to be releasing an MH370 video soon, though. Yeah, mentor pilot videos are really well done. Yeah, the actors in Mayday Air Crash Investigation, they don't know what they're, yeah. And I always laugh at the sims. I mean, you see like some of the weird sims and stuff. I'll tell you what though, these clouds are starting to brick my computer a little bit here. Oh no, not 8.2. I didn't mean to do that. I want to do the range thing. Where's TOD? Did we already pass it? No, surely we didn't pass it. 119 miles to TOD. Is that right? Why is our top of descent right there? That's not right. Okay, so we're not going to go there. Hold on. I'll tell you what, we're going to clean up our box here. We need to go direct to... Let's go direct to Studa. So let's do this. Let's go back to plan mode, or map mode. Let's zoom out the range. And let's go here, execute. That's going to change some things. Back to plan. Why do we have that hold in there? Hold at Studa? I don't want to hold at Studa. Can I delete the hold? And then we're going to put till after Studa, execute. Yeah, we need to start down, chat. What do we... We're way closer than this says. We've already reached it. We're only 100 miles? Chat, what are we doing here? Who's ready to dive and drive? Let's bump up the sounds. We need to get down. We're gonna dial in let's start a flight level change right now. Let's dial in, shoot, let's dial in 10,000. Actually, to be safe, let's do 19 for now. We'll see how fast we can get down. 19,000, flight level change 8.5. We're actually going to increase that. That should be idle thrust, right? Just pitch down. There you go. That's doing it correctly. 8.7 Mach. Dive, dive, dive. Here we go.
Who is this V1 guy? Brand new streamer? Welcome to YouTube and
Mike
best of luck.
P. What's up, man? Thank you for the bank angle check, $10, dude. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm new to YouTube, man. That's my internet, dude. My internet sucks. It even sucks at the office. Right now, I've already lost 0.5% frames. It makes me just want to end my streaming career. Like, so, I often think about, man, how nice would it be to just be able to stream where I live? I'd be able to make so much more content. It'd be so much easier. It'd be amazing. Mike Pete, what's up, dude? Thanks for the $10 bank angle check. Appreciate you. All hands to battle stations. Boxes won't complain. Now, I hope the pressurization won't complain either. Let's get some speed brake out, too. 310 on the IAS. Dive, dive, dive. Apex Logistics, baby. Do not end the career would be a huge loss to the flight sim community. Thanks, Zippy. I appreciate you, man. It's entered my mind more than once, dude. I'll tell you that. No, I don't have fiber at this office here, Billy. Brian, if I could, I would, man. If I could, I would, Brian. Who remembers the freeware FS 2004 fake cockpit panels? You could fly 747 and 73 cockpit. Yes, Asso, I remember. The 2D panels in general, I remember that. 2D view. I used to always fly in 2D view because my computer wasn't powerful enough to run any virtual cockpit. I was a huge 2D panel fan. What was it, W or Shift 2 for the 2D? Good old days. Look at that, we're already out of 25 for 19. We're diving now. We are looking good. We are looking good, Chad. Tower Races started download 10 minutes before stream. It's at 91%. Tower Ray, hopefully it will finish before we end the stream. Aviator Nick coming in with a 50 New Zealand super chat bomb. Aviator Nick, I appreciate the support, my friend. My favorite aircraft is the 744. Looking to fly one and fly on one next year. I'll be madman and watch the entire 747 long haul stream from Sydney to LAX. Hopefully it's on a weekend, and after the 13th, I'm there for sure. Hey, Aviator Nick, I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you so much for that massive $50 super chat. Very kind of you. We're gonna be doing the long haul. It will more than likely be on a weekend. I don't know if it'll be after the 13th. I was tentatively thinking about doing it this Saturday evening into Sunday morning, but like I said, it's a tentative. I don't have a set date yet. So, Aviator Nick, though, I do appreciate the support. Very kind of you. Massive $50 super chat. Hope you're having a wonderful day out there in Kiwi land and enjoying the beautiful country that you live in. 2D panels were the realm of great artists. 3D cockpits still produce very interesting models like the Azobo lineup. Yes, indeed, Gustavo. 2D panels for the win. All right, we need to just go ahead and descend to 10. Let's flight level change 10,000. Let's just get on down, chat. We're only 70 miles out. Let's just come right down to 10. The sooner we get on the ground, the sooner we can start downloading update too. Magic Barrel ref key, still out of 18. Let's get our checklist ready. Let's pull this puppy up here. Descent, recall check, auto brakes. We will do an auto brake 2 for this landing. Check. Landing data, VREF and minimum. So we're going to be doing 152 on this one. 30, 152. That is checked. Approach briefing completed. We're going to fly the ILS down manually. We'll hand fly this approach. Leave us on the approach. We'll hit the altimeter button right. Not yet. There it is. 3002 is set at a 17.9. Altimeters are set. That brings us to our landing checklist. Let's get flight recorder ready. No magic heading indicator sync. Nope, I don't have that. Is my heading bug off? Probably is. I haven't looked at it. We've been in the outside view. There we go. You happy now, Gustavo? Sync it up for you. Recorder is ready. Which simulator apart from Microsoft has a special place in your heart? Well, Jane's F-15 and Jane's F-18. Those also have special places in my heart. I played those a lot. Taking currently the 320F avionics class, trying to decode those class 3 McDo messages. Benny, make sure you learn them, because more often than not, I'd say when I call maintenance, it's because of a class 3 maintenance message. You just had one. I had one that was random the other day in Minneapolis. We had a class 3 fuel maintenance message in Minneapolis the other day. I was like, really? Says, I'm trying to keep some of the old folks in Renton alive. Can you imagine raging over your Airbusing the 7.4? I know, definitely. Jane's was my gateway to simming. I love that 15. Heck yeah, BKG, Brian. Ever consider the long haul in the real world? Laid back, I did consider it, but it's not the kind of lifestyle I want to live right now. In my younger years, I would have done it, but in my younger years, you were long haul. You weren't getting on long haul unless you were either doing expat stuff overseas, or that was it. Because at the time, in order to be on any type of wide body, you had to have probably 10 years at any given company. Now, guys are getting wide body stuff right out of initial, which is wild. Longbow series, yes. Longbow series was great too. Can't wait for my new PC to arrive. I'll be flying with you. Ooh, Aviator Nick, nice. Here's the other thing too. If I had legit internet, I would have already got a new PC. But the problem is, like, what's the point of having a souped up PC if the internet frames are still going to be meh? Any PC-12 action coming up? Jeff, we'll have to see. I want to see what some other people say about it. I think it's, what, $35 or so? Is it out yet? Or it's coming out? It's coming out this week. We'll see. I'm going to scout out what anybody else says about it. I have my TBM. I love my TBM. I'm not saying that SWS is not good. I'm actually very interested to see how they've modeled the PT6. So I'll probably wait for Phantom 320 to pick it up and see what he says, and then I will go from there. Alim Ahmed, long time no see. My man, 28 months of support, dude. Thank you for that. Yeah, long time no see. Hope you are well, my friend. Just on our descent down into Syracuse, New York. Why are we taking forever to slow down here? Why are we at a hold? We should be at idle. Why are we only going down at 600 feet per minute? More speed brake. I want to get down to 10. We got to get down on this layer here. It comes out tomorrow. I learned Day 318 has the longest tail for stability because too short. Oh, really, Benny? I didn't know that either. That's cool. My longest long-haul flight in real life was 7.5 hours. Down to, that was on a narrow body to Lima, Peru. Falcon 3.0, oh yeah. Falcon VMS, Falcon Allied Force, 4.0 Allied Force. Jeremy says, I'd love to see you do a shared cockpit with Jeff Fabiano. He's a pilot next to you. Oh, Jeremy, yeah, I'm well familiar with Fabiano. He's fantastic. I guess the YouTube algorithm has just kind of popped him out of my suggested videos, but I used to watch a lot of his stuff, even a lot of his non-aviation related stuff. I just enjoyed watching. Yeah, he's a fantastic content creator. He's the OG, like, in my opinion. Fabiano, for me, is like my OG YouTuber. Like, anytime I started watching YouTube or any like games on YouTube and like that, it was always a Jeff Fabiano video. Winter Ops and a Saab 340 next. Who has a Saab 340, Hakan? X-Plane 12? You're at N1 63%. It's at a throttle hold for 61%. I'm not sure why that is. I'm not sure why that is. It's a throttle hold at 310, 61%. Maybe because it's waiting for this. There we go. Now it's coming down. Now we caught the VNAV profile. On that VNAV speed, we're slowing now. We need to help slow it down. I'm learning this too. How far out are we? We are... we're about 10,000, 30 miles. We're looking good. Syracuse traffic, Giant 357 Heavy. About 30 miles out to the east. Setting up for the ILS, so runway 28 Syracuse traffic. Alright, we're slowing down. I'm actually going to select speed 250, maintain 250 knots here. Down to 10,000. Stow the speed brake. Let's go ahead and get our lights on. Oh wow, look at that. So we're going to be cloud surfing. Double click it? Double click what? If you click on the center on the map plan, does it do anything? The center of the map plan. The range rings? Oh. Yeah, they have 360 view. Alright, we are level 10,250. Let's go ahead and drop below 10. Let's just do it ourselves here. We'll fly level change to 8,000. I kind of want to see if I can cloud surf right on these clouds here. Look at this. Cloud surfing. This Boeing choice of words for their system, and they say the Airbus is complex, I know. There's our auto chime. You should do a retro flight sim stream one day just for the heck of it. Load up FSX. That'd be funny, huh? Alright, we're at a 10 for 8, 246 knots, close enough to 250. Looks like we're underneath a layer again. I'll brighten up some of my screens. Inboard, outboard, turn the map light up. There we go. Let's brighten that panel up for us there. Definitely going to be on icy conditions as we punch through this layer. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the engine anti-ice on. I will leave the wing anti-ice in auto because I'm doing it the Airbus way. I have no idea if that's correct at all. It probably is not. $1,000 feet to level off. We actually need to keep coming down. Let's come all the way down to 3,000. We might actually be high here. Let's see if we can drop the brick, drop an anchor here. Let's go full boards out. We're gonna go straight down to 3,000 because that approach is at 2,700 or above. That's Stoda. We need to get down, and we also need to slow down. So let's punch through this here. Speed brake out. We're gonna descend through the profile straight down to 3,000, and then we can hopefully slow down on time. Here we are into some icing conditions. Oh, Aviator Nick, guaranteed. If I had a retro heavy, we'd fly for a week straight, my man. Well, we might even fly the 7.4 for a week straight. But Jeremy, yeah, I remember the default 321 FSX for sure. Speed brake extended, Raja. I don't know why. Oh, is it holding it for engine anti-ice? Oh, that's weird. Alright, now it's idle.
Pull up.
What?
Pull up.
Maybe the speed brake was a little bit too excessive. You don't want to hear that, IMC. You don't want to hear that, IMC. Pull up. Still trying to get down 3,000 for Studa. We're not picking up any ice yet, are we? Oh, we're just now breaking out, though. Yeah, you definitely don't want to hear that pull up INC. Not good. That would have been 100% go around real live. Anytime you hear a jip whiz. But situations. I know exactly where I'm at. I know where I am in space. I know this part of the country. I know there's nothing at 4,000 feet. Now, granted, you could have a wrong altimeter setting or a malfunction, but we don't need to bust out just yet. It was just that was just a poor pilot technique there. Dim it down a little bit. All right, now we're getting ready to level. Let's go ahead and arm the approach. So Loke is capturing. We're going off to the right to capture the Loke.
2,500.
3,000. Glide slope is armed. Let's go ahead and start working the speed back. That was an aggressive capture. Another bad pilot technique. I should have left it in LNAV till we got a little bit closer and then armed it up, but what do we say, chat, about them boxes? They're definitely not complaining. So it looks like the snow is pretty much melted. Let's go ahead and get some slats out here. Let's go flaps 5. Alright. We don't need the weather. Do we need the weather? I'll turn it on here. Let's see if there's anything. A little bit of precip, not much. Alright, we're 3,000. Glide slope is armed. Our NIT ref speed is going to be 152. Let's bring it back to 180. We'll go flaps 5. Actually, we can probably go straight into flaps 10 here. I like the little red tips on the flap fairings. That looks cool. Still can't see anything. Here comes the glide slope. Syracuse traffic, Giant 357 heavy. We're about a 15-mile final, runway 28, Syracuse. A little bit of precip on the airplane. Here comes the glide slope. Glide slope capture going out to 3,000 is set. Let's go gear down. Let's slow up to our final. Add 5 to our final, right? So we'll call it 157. Flaps 25. Flaps 30. I see approach lights. Now for practicing, I'm going to go ahead and hand fly this approach as well. So I'm going to put my throttles approximately where they are. Right about there. Autopilot off. And auto throttle is off. So my throttles, my control, we're going to practice hand flying this approach. It's just part of our long haul preparation. Oh, reporting. Reporting is on. On speed, we're on slope, we're looking good. Can I get an FPV? Oh, look at that. That's cool. I'm I'm an Airbus guy. I need to have a little flight path vector on the screen there. Help me out. Nice little crosswind from the right here. Direct 7 knots. We're set pretty good here, holding 158. What's our final approach course? 280. Syracuse traffic jam 357 heavy. We're on shore. Final runway 28 Syracuse.
20 mile final, runway 28.
What do you hear? What do you say? Is he still landing 28? A little trim there. We're looking good. Oh, I think I do have a Syracuse airport. Checklist incomplete. That's normal. Ignore that. That's not normal, but I forgot to do it. But we're good to go. Oh, speed brake. Disarm. There we go. That did it. 2 whites, 2 reds. Looks like the pappies are a little bit not coincident with the glide slope. That's fine.
400.
Looking pretty good. Looking good here.
300.
A little bit high on the slope. Traffic's clearing the runway. Just in time. That was close. A little bit high, correcting.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
That might have been firm. That might have been firm. Alright, reverse green, auto brake, decel. Here comes some rain. Oh, yes, there's the auto brakes. Let's go ahead. Can we make that? No, we can't turn there. We got to go to the next one. 291? Hey, I'll take the 291. I like this. I believe this is a vertical sim Syracuse as well. We're going to roll to the end. I think there's a bigger taxiway exit down here. We need to go to the left side. I think Air National Guard cargo is on this side. So that's where we're going. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Syracuse. I will go ahead and exit here. Make it nice and slow here as we turn off. No pod strike. Here we go. Let's go ahead.
Syracuse traffic, Giant 50 Romeo, 10 mile final, runway 28.
Alright. We're clearing here. No wet effects here, which is unfortunate. I guess it's something to do with the VTAR. Alright, we'll stop the recording. We got to make another tight turn here. Alright. Welcome. Syracuse traffic jam 357, we're clear at 28. We are clear. Cleaned up. Taxiing back. We gotta find a place to park this reindeer sleigh. These taxiways don't look like they're made for a 7.4. Oh, we fit. It's tight. We fit. It's weird, I can see what looks like snowflakes and then some rain at the same time. A little bit of mixed precipitation. Aviator Nick, take care. Thank you again for the support, my friend. Appreciate you. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, my friend. All right. I think we'll park it right here, over on this ramp. We'll park it right here. Actually, there's a big hangar over there. That's Air National Guard. But I think we'll put it right here. That's where we're going to put it. Is that an FBO? Is that an FBO? Yeah, that's signature FBO. We're going to park the 7-4 at FBO. Oh, we're going too fast. Don't want to go into the grass. Brakes. No single runway converging ops today. Nope, not tonight. Oh, there's a 7-4 in the flare. Hold on. We got to see this. Hold on. Hold the phone. Nice. That looked pretty steady. That looked pretty steady. All right, here we go. I hit the windsock. Hey, if that's the only thing we take out today, I'm all right with it. We could go to the Air National Guard hangar, but I think there's only one spot there. We're going to park here at Signature. We're going to let them deal with it. They got good cookies here, too. Don't mind me. We're here for the cookies. Signature flight support. And be like, they're turning the wrong way. Turning the wrong way. Feel bad for the tug driver who has to manipulate this thing out of here.
Syracuse traffic, runway 28, located.
Don't want to hit this wing tip. Now we'll do a hard right with some right brake. A little differential thrust. That's pretty good. I'll take it. Let's go ahead and set the brake. Let's go into replay cam. Like a glove. Like a glove. All right, we got another 7-4. I'm not sure where this guy's going to park, so I'm sorry, my friend. Anybody else out there on final? I don't see anybody. Take a look, see how we did, because I want to update the sim as well. All right, replay mode. We'll disconnect from here. Let's see how we did. I was hoping there'd be more snow on the ground out here. What's up with that? I left no room for the MD-80s. There blows the rudder on the Mustang. At least we got brown trees up here. At least that's working. I don't know why we don't have any snow. Maybe I need to update. Just a PSA, if you haven't tried downloading Step with Day 14 yet, don't. I started downloading when the stream started. I'm stuck at 70 with 0 download speed. Oh man, Al, that's not good. I'm gonna have to at least try to start the download. Oh, look, is that condensation? Look. Oh, we didn't even see that. Remember I told you on the effects, it's environmental based. Right off the flap. That is so cool. That's exactly where it would be too. Look. Oh, and it's gone now. Oh, that was so cool. Oh, it's back. Little vortice. That is awesome. That is awesome. Mine pushed to 81% after an hour. Now I'm stuck again. 90%. Oh man, maybe I shouldn't try to download it today. Maybe I'll just do something else. What time is it? It's only 2 o'clock though. Alright, let's go. Oh, a little bit of flare. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's so awesome. Alright, we gotta try it. We gotta look at that again. I want to see it with this weather. Let's see how it is in the flare. Oh, a little bit of flare, condensation. Ooh, I could have flared more. I needed to flare a little bit earlier. No pod strike. Down nice. Really good. Alright. I'm going to turn you off. Do a little flyby here. We'll watch the replay with some sail. But that's going to wind it out for this stream anyway. Pretty sweet. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in on this one. A little more 747 action. I hope you're enjoying the heavies. We're going to continue the theme of Heavy Week. Maybe a little surprise aircraft coming at you here. Oh. We're going to have a little surprise aircraft coming at you this week. I'm not going to tell you when or what aircraft it is, but something we're going to fly that we haven't flown live ever, but it's going to be a good one. I don't know what we're going to fly next. I think I might do another cargo flight, though. We'll see. Hopefully I can get the sim updated, and then we'll try something. But that's going to wrap this one up. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for the support, for the donations, the membership gifts. I hope you enjoyed the content today. Until the next one, stay safe, stay healthy, keep your sim updated. And we'll see you here in a couple days, maybe, or an hour. We'll see. I'm B1. See ya!